In short, I looked at your Naruto ARC about the Crimean Bridge. In short, our boys catch all kinds of cats there. They're tired of it and they ask for Kakagi like they say, well, the old ones. Well, give me a normal quest here and I'm fucked up. Well, in short, he instructs me to escort some drunkard home. Well, in short, they agree. They go like a court train and suddenly some evil bandits and ninjas attack them in a second. They knock out the gray one and the whole team sits down together on a point. Ali Handsome tries to bring everything to a solo, but then Sidor fulfills and brutally disrupts everything, but then it turned out that the old man didn't warn him that he was on. Other ninjas will attack and then show someone a super strong bandit with a huge bitch ball. Further, it turns out that Shirokolov wants to remove some local oligarch oligophren, and for this purpose he hired super dangerous Nenziak. Then the boys swim to the city, and the city here is a beautiful bitch. There is water all around. Just like in St. Petersburg, they are walking, which means further to the drunkard's house. They are attacked by that same bandos with a huge ball, and this bandos is called Zabuza. And not only that, they are Porridge familiar personally, so it turns out that she also has eyes about. The eye on which he wears the lens from the anime store, you can guess well in short. It turned out that Kakashi has some kind of superpower in this eye and everyone calls it Sharingan. In short, with this eye he knows how to copy everything that the opponent does, and even shorter, there are a bunch of functions of all kinds including contactless payment. Well, in short, this bandit with a shift began to cast his vile water magic on the grey-haired man, copied everything, remembered it and eventually caught the swordsman. But this Zabuza is not as simple as it seems, and now it is he who caught our poop and locked his water bubble. You remember we have no old hope, and they began to spin as they can their first Naruto, as always multiplied. Yes, it didn't really help because Naruto threw everyone in different directions, and then they used the good old prank with a replacement, which Kakashi himself constantly uses. In short, all this was done to save the grey heads from the bubble. The poop burst out and the old ones started a high-speed duel ripping, and in short, they summoned there some kind of water dragons and spectacularly fucked up beautifully and fucked up, but they still decided to fight men with knives. Kakashi began to read not only the movements but also the thoughts of this man behind Buzz, so that he simply went crazy. Then Kakashi's eyes, as they spun, he bound some kind of super powerful water magic from Abuz. Literally it was a leaked series. Then a man in a mask appeared and looked for what he was here, like a cleaner, that he was useful for cleaning up all kinds of things. Well, in short, the swordsman was taken away, and Kakashi was so fucked up that he decided to take a nap in plain sight. In short, then all the old people do not refuse in this village, as I understand it. They dragged Kakashi home and it's already fine there. Bird of the bed. And Zabuzo turns out to have also survived, but is this mask really his body or is his body painted like that here? I don't understand what gender this character is, I apologize in advance. Then some anime haters broke into the game and said that ninjas are not needed here and in general go ninjas to fuck. Then Kakashi began to teach the kids to climb trees, and Naruto was so excited about this idea that he literally spent the rest of the series studying this ability to walk even shorter Sakura with this wry-headed grandfather in St. Petersburg, and asks, "What happened to the city? Why?" Piotr is empty, dressed mountains, that everything is fucked up. The oligarch bought everything and they don't bring new products, so we need to urgently build this Crimean bridge so that products can be brought directly from Russia to their village. Meanwhile, the boys are still learning to climb trees. Further, over dinner, grandfather decided to tell the story of his city, that they had some kind of defender there. Yeah, but he was killed. This is the oligarch. The story of course is sad. I even see the division of a person into component parts. Seriously, you can't watch it without tears. Yes, a very difficult moment. In general, there are definitely no anime cartoons for children. Okay, in short, Zabuza's Koresh let down his hair, put on his dress, he was all so beautiful. During the parade, he went to the forest, Beson pokes at Naruto, and Naruto also falls into a trap, and you think it's Tien talking to him. After the conversation, Naruto and Sasuke show everyone how great they are. After 3 episodes, they learn to climb trees. Then the next day, the already submissive Zabuza and that same boy appeared on the bridge. In addition, they crippled the entire construction team. A hard hack is outlined on the bridge. Handsome Sasuke scattered all the water clones of this Zabuz and threw the PvP. Challenging a man in a mask, I lost at first, but then I apparently got tired of tolerating him. He decided to create a huge number of mirrors, which allowed him to attack the anime Handsome from all sides at the same time, and when he already wanted to achieve Asuka finally, the last moment as Batman appears, Naruto began wearing a mask to just ignore Naruto and goes on to mock Naruto's nipple. Of course, he doesn't like it, he sneaks inside to the nipple to get a little too. Without people to paddle, in short, they sat in this cage and mirrors trying to do something there Naruto, as usual, reproduced. This didn't help in any way, but because this person moved very quickly because of that into a mirror in another type of pike, Sasuke tried to melt these mirrors with fire, and it didn't work out at all. In short, it turned out that this is Maya, who uses something shorter than in the mask, very complex, very innate, unique, so that there is nothing to catch the boy there at all. Then the grey-headed ones realized that they were standing on the sidelines. These are so-so ideas, and have already decided to finally fight with this Zabuza, but just disappeared to convey the damage from Invis to the old man. Meanwhile, the boys were trying to solve the riddle of the textbook in the mirrors in order to at least somehow fight with it. Well, in the end, they didn't really work out, and they willingly accepted sessions of Asian traditional medicine. Well, Kakashi, everything was not easy there either. He ran to protect Repicola's grandfather and received one nipple missed by Zabuza, heard cherry blossoms raking somewhere far away and one-eyed. I know, by the way, that he has two eyes, but I'm already used to calling it that, so excuse me, and finally decided to do something. He grabbed one spoke and completely knocked off the glasses. The people saw Chell's attack in the mask that Handsome copes and decided to rest. Meanwhile, this nipple also developed a Sharingan like Kakashi's, but not one, but as many as two. But everything is fucked up. Now he is officially the strongest baby in the world. The masked man didn't like it, and he decided to finish Naruto off yet, but the anima Handsome heroically covered him with his body. Sasuke fell shorter in the cut, and Naruto was so angry that 60, if he also had a Sharingan, then he would probably also have discovered it there. But instead he began to study some kind of pure wild orange superpower. He stopped looking like himself. He was old as a freak, and in short, Naruto, who had gone wild, already didn't care absolutely about needles, about all sorts of mirrors and other items of the cutting and sewing class, and he simply shattered with his bare hands, including his face, forehead in a mask. His mask there crumbled into pieces. Naruto recognized this person. In short, he told a story there that Zabuza was there from someone he once saved, and now he owes him his life to the grave. But in the meantime, he took out a roll of paper and danced with it beautifully. Apparently, as a child he attended a rhythmic gymnastics club, like you can guess. A whole pack of dogs, who mistook Invisni for Buza by the smell of pissed underwear and attacked him. Next, the old man bent some kind of lightning in his hand and was about to finish it off for Buza, but the man in the mask covered it with his body. The man died, but it was bad for the university. He absolutely continued to fight, but Kakashi was simply fighting off him with one hand, just like a child, scattering him shorter. Meanwhile, Sakura saw Naruto and asked, "Where is our anime Handsome?" And Naruto like this. Sakura is like that. And Naruto is like this, and then she understood everything and ran to roar over the dead nipple. Well, while all this drama was happening, the brutal beating of Zabuza, an oligarch, came to the bridge. This oligarch friends has a whole army of poorly drawn Japanese, and he says like, "It's all shit, you're fucked. The contract is terminated, I will kill you now," and he heroically grabbed him, a knife in his teeth, because his hands apparently had already been working for a whole day, and he drove him to fight with bandos. At the end of the whole battle, they stuck knives in his back. Despite this, on the last forces, simply on the cruelest character. The oligarch finished off the oligofriend and eventually leaned back himself. Meanwhile, Alima Handsome wakes up. It turns out that he is alive, healthy, all happy, all joyful. Then a cunt comes to the holiday with a pot on his head, and a whole army of Silyuk bandos saw it, took a shit and went home. As a result, the Crimean Bridge was completed and named after Naruto.